Nice dude gave me a little discount. And that started it all. I traded my way up to profits, bought my bigger apartment here in the tower, made more influential friends, bidded on new NFTs on the marketplace. And now, here I am, living the dream in my penthouse. And I can't wait for some new neighbors, so I hope to see you in our tower soon.
Hey everyone, welcome to Tower Talk. In this series we give you a behind the scenes look of everything going on with and in Cryptopolis and the Tower. So what can you guys and girls expect from the Tower Talk series? Well, every 2 weeks we're gonna drop a video, see it as a newsletter, but then in video format. We're gonna show you guys some behind the scenes stuff, what's going on with development, and also what's going on the token side. So maybe some news on exchange listings, the Binance NFT drop. It could be a lot of stuff, and we're very happy to show you guys around the office today. But first, our new website, it's coming. Some of you have already seen the white paper, of course, the updated white paper, but now the website must follow suit. So we're working behind the scenes together with our partner X Interactive very hard on getting the website also up to date, and you can expect that within a week or so. So of course, the website is very important, but we also gave you something else to play with, the room builder. It's live, and you guys have shown us already some very cool designs. I think I saw one with toilets as gaming chairs. We don't have that in the office yet, but we are thinking about it. So every week we're gonna do new contests with the Room Builder. We're gonna keep updating it because we wanna see your creativity before we open the big tower, of course. So let your imagination run wild and check the announcements for the newest contest. And then something we have been talking about in the office for quite some time, and it's time to put it out there. So, as you might know, we have been testing a lot with you, the community, for our minigame Red Light, Green Light. And it was becoming a time sink. So, we have decided to postpone Red Light, Green Light until full game launch. The reason behind it is we don't want to take away too much resources from the main game development, and we want to ensure that we give you a quality game that is safe and fun to use. So, it doesn't mean we're not going to drop the minigame, it's going to be in the tower, but we're not gonna drop it before the full game launches. But on a fun note, welcome to the new Cryptopolis office, where we develop the game, do all the marketing stuff, and anything related to Cryptopolis. So, what can you expect in the coming 2 weeks? Well, of course, a new contest for the Room Builder, and something very cool. We have been working on it for a very long time behind the scenes. The Binance NFT drop is very close. The art team has been working very hard on the Binance NFT drop. The Enigma series is the first series of booster packs, aside from our staker booster packs, of course. And we have planned from February, I'm not giving you the exact date yet, that you can open these packs and trade them on Binance NFT. So it's very exciting for us to give you guys a glimpse of what you can use in the tower and already give you objects that you can put in your inventory for in the tower. So stay tuned the coming weeks. Make sure you keep an eye on Telegram and Discord. And maybe you'll be one of the very first people to hold an Enigma series booster pack. Every Tower Talk video, we're going to sit down with one of the developers on the game development side and talk about the game, their role, and everything they do for Cryptopolis. So for the very first one, we of course need to have the headmaster of the game development team, Niels. Niels is our game producer, and I sat down with him to talk about the current state of the game, where we're heading, and his favorite mechanics.
All right, and welcome to the Unix AMA with Cryptopolis today. We have Leroy today, the CMO and the co-founder of Cryptopolis. I'm very excited to go deeper with you and with about all this project, what it all has to offer. You're also a Dutch project. I'm also Dutch, so it's always nice to connect with Dutch projects. Also, everyone, thank you very much for joining this AMA. Thank you very much for watching and always being active in the community and always showing the love. So some love back here. Yes, first of all, before we're gonna deep dive in the project, we'd like to introduce you as well, Leroy. So thank you very much for having the time to jump on this AMA today. And please, Leroy, introduce yourself a little bit.
Well, first off, thank you, my guy. Thank you, Henri. Thank you, Unix, for having us and for giving us the time of day to have this AMA. So yeah, I'm Leroy. I'm 28 years young, live in the Netherlands, born in the Netherlands, and I'm one of the co-founders of Cryptopolis, our first ever game IP. I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years. I'm the classic story of a high school dropout gone rogue. Have been in digital marketing for 9 years. Worked with a lot of big game publishers, Ubisoft, EA. Done some cool marketing stuff for them, and then I actually pursued my passion, and that was making games and doing it together with my other nerdy thing, and that's crypto. So here we are, just a few months in, 35 full-time people here in the Cryptopolis offices, working on the game and still going strong.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much for the introduction. 35 people already. That's nice. And I love it. Like you went for your passion with marketing and crypto and gaming, and you combined it all together. And now Cryptopolis. It's awesome. Also for everyone who's here live on this AMA, if you stick to the end of the AMA, you can answer some questions. And Cryptopolis also have a nice giveaway for everyone. So we're gonna give 6 people with answers. We're gonna give random answers and random names. You can win $25 each, so in total $150. So stick to the end as well. And of course, also to get to know more about Leroy and Cryptopolis and what they have to offer. So yes, let's not waste time then and get straight into the meat, I guess. So yeah, Cryptopolis.
Mm-hmm.
What is it all about? Can you give me like a brief introduction, like an overall introduction?
Yeah, sure can. So Cryptopolis, what we're developing it's a social NFT game. So it's a massive multiplayer online. It's a tower. You're going to live in a tower. You're going to come in the tower. You get your first apartment for free from us. It's on the house. You can meet people in the tower. You can play mini games in the tower. You can trade your way up to fortune. You can do all these fun stuff. We're going to have events in the tower. We have some artists we're working with already for doing AMAs in the tower. It's going to be a social hub. And what we aim to make is a product that is going to give crypto enthusiasts something to work with and have fun and play games and trade NFTs. And on the other hand, we want to get the traditional gamers in and let them feel the power of crypto and play to earn in a playful way. So that is what we're trying to build. And for you, like the aim is, as a Cryptopian, as a resident of us, the aim is, of course, to acquire one of the penthouses and be one of the high rollers in our tower.
All right, awesome. So if I heard right, so yep, it's going to be one big tower, and there everything is going to be in there. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, the initial idea of it came from one of the business partners, Junior. He and I had something in common. When we were younger, we played Habbo Hotel.
Yeah, I was just about to mention it. Sounds like
yeah. So that was actually like it was Junior's idea, and he was like, we should make Habbo, but make it on the blockchain. And we started fiddling with that idea. And something I played as well when I was younger was The Sims, like The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 I played. And I was like, we should make like the perfect hybrid between the Habbo Hotel and The Sims. So really have a character that has an impact on the tower, et cetera, et cetera. And that is how Cryptopolis was born, how the game idea was born. So, and I think October last year, we secured funding to make the game. We started a complete new gaming company, CFX Gaming, where all the people are working for right now. And that's what we're building. Yeah.
That's awesome. I was always thinking like Habbo Hotel has such an amazing potential actually to be a crypto, because they already like, I was always calling my parents' house phone numbers, like
the phone bill.
exactly. But it already has had an ecosystem, right? And people believed in it, and it was huge.
I actually think they're going the NFT route. Actually,
yeah, yes, I was also hearing something like that. But I love the idea. So yeah, very excited to hear more about that. So you already kind of shared a bit what inspiration is and why you started this, and where it's based off. But can you tell me a bit more like the real inspiration about like how you get into really this? Like, can you get a bit deeper into that?
Are you talking about the game, like the game itself, Cryptopolis?
Like Cryptopolis, like everything you're building right now.
Yeah. So my other majority shareholder of the company, DJ, he together with our other business partner, Hans and Junior, they started a venture capital in crypto quite some time ago already. They raised money for projects, a lot actually, like in the good days of like the very bullish markets, they did a lot of cool projects. So they were already into crypto a lot. I wasn't really, I was dabbling a bit in it, but I was very focused on my digital marketing agency and serving our clients, of course. And when my business partner DJ came to me and was like, mate, this is like the perfect storm for you. Like, you can get your marketing knowledge into this. You love crypto, you love gaming. We should do this together. That's how we came to be with Cryptopolis. We actually have our head of studio, Niels, who is like, he's like the producer of Cryptopolis. He also worked for a company called Azerion. That's the IP owner of Habbo Hotel. So they own Habbo Hotel. So we were quickly getting in the right people for the job. Like we didn't we spent all the money we got for the game on like getting the right people from around the world. Like, we have some amazing developers who have experience on either AAA studios, the biggest mobile games like Subway Surfers. Our lead lead developer is one of the guys behind that. And we came to be like, because it was Junior's idea and he came up with it, but I am exactly what you said. I had a smack in the head quite a few times because the phone bill was too high when I was younger, because I wanted the Habbo Club, premium membership and get like the Habbo Club couches. And I had my own little casino in Habbo Hotel, and I was making a lot of credits with that and furniture and whatever. It was absolutely a very fun time. But what we want to do with Cryptopolis is that we want to make that, like, that feeling we had when we were younger, make that available for the adult, because crypto is for adults. It should be for adults because there's money involved. So we're trying to make the mature version of Habbo Hotel combined with the aspects that the Sims have. So you have a need system, for example, in the game, and every NFT that you own, if it's a legendary NFT, it's going to do something very good for your need system. And let's say your character has to pee a lot. You can't play a mini game. You can't play like chess, because your character is going to be like, mate, I really need to go to the toilet first before we start making money
like
again, right?
Legendary toilet or something.
Exactly. And that legendary toilet might give you a multiplier that you don't have to go to the toilet that often, for example. And of course, like, I bring my knowledge and my experience from the traditional marketing side of stuff, and the clients I had there, and I'm trying to bring them over to crypto as well and to the DeFi space, and maybe do collaborations with some of these brands in the Cryptopolis Tower. We're really trying to make it like a hub for people who want to get into crypto, so make it accessible for everyone. But also we want to have the deeper layer. If you want to start, let's say, for example, your own tattoo shop in the tower, you can make your own designs. You can sell them to whoever you want. If they want to give you, like, let's say 5,000 CPO for it, hey, go for it. It's a free world. It's a free tower. And we actually got the idea for the tower. That was my fault, because one of the biggest disappointments I had last year was Cyberpunk. I really looked forward to that game, and then it came out, I was like, shit, this is not as great as I hoped. But what I got from that game that I really liked is that the main character lives in like this huge skyscraper. It's almost like a community on its own. It has shops, it has fitness gyms, whatever, all that shit. And that was why I loved the whole like dystopian, you live in a tower, you don't know where the top of the tower is, but you get up to adventures all the way up to the tower, progressing through the game.
Got it. That sounds interesting. Thanks a lot for sharing that. So yeah, it's really like combination of Habbo Hotel with like the social aspects and the real life aspects, and you need NFTs to upgrade and to be able to have more freedom, I guess, within the game. And yeah, what you mentioned about the team as well, right? So you gather the right people from the right places, so you get them all together, and team is everything, right? So
that's all.
Yes, that's very important. That's great. I'm also very excited, like probably just like in the future to get into the metaverse, right? I think this is like the same concept also to be in the metaverse for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next to that, like, what other outstanding features or strengths or anything like specific or special about this project that you don't see in other projects? What's like this?
Yeah, well, of course, I don't want to like out other projects or say like these are shit because of A, B, and C or whatever. I think one of the main
there's a lot of crap out there, right? So
100%, but like I see the same in the just like the general NFT space right now. The NFT space now is in that situation where play to earn gaming was in a year ago, where you could just be an anonymous developer, make a project, make a few million, and on to the next project, right? And this year is going to be very, I think it's going to be a milestone for crypto gaming, because a lot of these projects raised funds last year and they are coming out with something this year. I think where our strength, our biggest strength lies is that we are very transparent. We have upped the transparency meter a lot with our Tower Talk series on YouTube, the AMA we're doing every 2 weeks. Like, we are really investing in letting people know, like, hey guys, this is where your money is gone. This is the talent we have. This is what we're trying to make. We're not dishing out hundreds of thousands per month on marketing because the project isn't finished yet. So we're really transparent on, guys, this is why this is happening, and we're in this for the long run. Like, we have an ambition, we have a vision and a mission for our company, and we would love to have you guys on board. And I think because we spent like the majority of the 2 million we got in the first funding round, we spend 90% of that on our team. And I think what other projects don't have is they get the money, they get greedy, they try to like cut costs and cut corners on developers with experience. They get like freaking intern level developers on their games. They get people on art who are not really that experienced. In my opinion, that's going to be detrimental for a lot of these projects where they don't have the experienced team that we build around us the last few months.
Awesome. I 100% agree, right? You want to like not a lot of projects honestly like act like they want to do this for the long term, right? And long term, like what you said, like developing and then having all that stuff, that's the base fundamental, right? That's the most important thing for the growth and for the longevity of the project.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's great. Also that you're so transparent and that you have the right people, that's super important. That also shows the longevity of the project and that you're taking this serious. Am I stuck in the camera, by the way, or not? Or,
you are frozen, but you know, you lost the camera.
You still can hear me.
I can hear you perfectly. It's just that you have this very frozen look right now.
Okay, let me try to restart my my video and hopefully that
yes moving.
I'm back. I'm not frozen. Anyway, okay, that's awesome. Thanks a lot for the general overview of this video, of this game. I feel like I understand a bit more in depth what you guys are offering and what you guys are gonna do. And yes, I want to get a bit into the gameplay and about the tokenomics, etc. So first of all, what chain is this built on? What chain are you gonna use within the game?
So we started out on the Binance Smart Chain. But we are trying to go cross-chain after full game launch later this year. That's not like it's not a priority for us now, but that is something that is on our like backlog, on our to-do list, so to say. But we don't want to have like huge time sinks before the full game is out. So yeah, Binance Smart Chain for now, but we're gonna probably be cross-chain before the end of the year.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I see a lot of projects, especially games right now, developed on Polygon. But like depends on the game as well, right? If you're not actively needing to use your wallet all the time, Binance can work. Polygon can be things much more smoother and faster.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's great. So yes, like within the game development, like in what stage are you right now, and when do you think the game or the first alpha is gonna be out?
Yeah. So right now I think we're on sprint number 9. I think, if I'm correct. I'd have to verify with Niels, with the head of studio, but I think it's sprint 9. We are aiming to, so we aimed to have a playable the end of Q1, so that would have been March. We've postponed that a little bit for the simple reason that it became sorry for people leaving for the weekend. It's more because it became a time sink. We had some issues with the Binance Smart Chain. That was a big issue we had to overcome with our mini game. So we've decided, so okay, we're going to postpone the full game to Q2. Q1, I think March is when we're going to have the first alpha modules. So what we want to do in the meantime is we're doing a Binance NFT drop end of this month. It's exclusive. It's a partnership with Binance that we've done. So from next week on, people can open their booster packs. So we have packs with 5 objects in them. That is tradable on Binance NFT from next month on. That is our focus now, and after that we're going back to the full game focus. I think the first playable alpha modules will be end of March, and we will have a full game alpha release, and the alpha release is also going to have pretty much like all of the modules in place already. So the need system, trading, it's just the amount of spaces that are open are limited. That's going to be probably beginning of June.
All right, awesome. So it's like already pretty, like you guys are pretty far stage.
Yeah.
Like beginning of Q2, that's like a lot, like pretty far. Yeah, with games like development in the beginning can be fast, but in the end, like to make everything work, that can take some time. But it sounds like that you guys are pretty far already. Also, congrats on the exclusive Binance partnership. I think that's huge as well. Are you guys in the Binance incubator program?
No, so to give you a little background on that, we have been incubated by GameZone. We were the first project actually to launch on GameZone in, I think it was October that we launched, or September, October, no, somewhere there. But one of the good things is because we're all like, the whole board of directors already were like entrepreneurs and have like a big network. We had someone we knew who was in contact with, good contact with Binance, and he was like, guys, you should really work together with Binance NFT. They are looking actively for projects like yours where there's like actual experienced people behind it, and they want to have like more long-term partnership. So we went into talks with David from Binance NFT. He loved what we were trying to do, and he said like, hey, let's do an exclusive drop together. So we have like our normal booster pack series, and now we have the Enigma booster packs, and that we're dropping that on their platform, I think end of this month or beginning February. I'm very bad with dates. Don't pin me on dates, please, today.
All good. But that's pretty big, huh? Partnership with Binance. They also have a lot of course, the biggest exchange, and they have a lot of icons on it. So that's great.
Yeah, the exchange is step number 2, of course. That was one of the first things. Like my marketing head was like, wait, okay. And one of the first things I asked David, like, so okay, how does Binance NFT and Binance work? And he was very adamant, like, no, you have to see us as, we have the same name, we're the same company, completely different departments. Like, we never talk to each other. But he, of course, said like, we can probably figure something out to get you in contact with the right people at Binance. But for us, it's not really that much of a priority, because we first want to give people utility. Like, that is way more important.
For sure. Gotcha. Thanks for sharing that. Leroy. So to start to play the game, do you need NFTs, or is it free to play, or tell me more about that?
So it's completely free to play. You don't need NFTs, you don't need anything. The only thing you need is access to the game, and that is free. So you need internet and a browser would be nice, because we're going browser first, of the simple reason, like, we have a lot of contacts at Google, at Apple, and launching a crypto game on their stores is impossible. Projects who tell you that they can, they're lying. It's not possible. The way the stores are set up and the distribution of profits go, it's not possible. So the only thing you can launch is the game without the blockchain integration, right? So without the whole wallet system. That's the reason why we're going browser only at first, and we'll probably lobby our way up to, of course, Apple and Google, like, hey guys, let's work on something actively together, because you're missing a huge train here, right? So if you want to play the game, it's free to play, just like Habbo is. You can get in the tower. You get your first room for free. You probably also get like a lamp or a TV or a chair or whatever for free. And you can quite literally work your way up to fortune as well. It's going to take a lot more time, of course. It's going to take more dedication of you, but we want to put everything behind a play to earn model. So, for example, let's say you put in $100,000 in CPO, but you never really play. Once the full game is out, we're going to launch exclusive partnerships with real life brands. So let's say brand X, we're going to do an exclusive NFT drop in the game, and you can only bid on those NFTs. The initial offering we do, it's a bidding system, and after you bought it, it's off to the races. You like the players, they decide the economy, so they decide the price for anything. We don't have any hand in that. But what we do have a hand in for the initial offerings, let's say we do, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but let's say we do something with Nike, and we have like your character can wear Nike clothes, they can have stuff in their room for Nike. If you want to bid on the initial offering, we're going to put it behind a prestige wall. So that means we're going to, let's say, okay, you have to be prestige level 30 before you can bid on this. So we want to make sure that if you have 100,000 CPO, but you never play, it's nice that you have money, but you're not able to bid on this initially. So we want to ensure that people who accumulated the tokens through playing a lot, they get access first. We want to have active players and not give whales who are never going to play the game and let them like F up the whole economy, if you know what I mean.
Yes. I get it, and that's very smart indeed. Like in the end, you're a game, right? To play during game, and the first people and the priority where you should give are the gamers itself, right? A lot of mistakes happening as well within there with some games. So yes, that's great. Very focused on the game, so give them the priorities and give them the chances also to be part of the offerings with Nike, for example, or whatnot. That's great. Thanks a lot for sharing that again, Leroy. So it's completely free to play. Everyone can join. But of course, to upgrade faster and to be more, showing off. You need some nice NFTs, of course.
I mean, hey, don't we all want some nice NFTs in real life as well? It's a game of life.
Exactly, for sure. All right, awesome. So. Free to play, and then you can earn, and of course you can earn your way to the top as well, like for free, and then you have to work hard, but also if you have got some good NFTs to start with, everything goes faster, smoother, and you can earn more and faster. So about the earning model, like how much can people earn, what is the earning model, or how can people earn, and what do they earn?
Yeah, so we're gonna do a lot of competitions within the game. So that means we're gonna have 3 mini games at launch in the game that you can wager or win CPO tokens. So we have red light, green light. We have it's kind of like it's a bit inspired on Battle Ball from Habbo Hotel, but it's like we put it with a twist. It's all skill-based mini games we're gonna have in the game. So you can either go into wager lobbies, so you can say like, okay, in this lobby you wager 25 CPO, everyone wagers that, and the winner gets all, or the top 3 gets distributed the prize pool. But you can also go in experience, so prestige lobbies. These prestige lobbies you can get passive CPO from by playing a lot. So you're gonna have daily tasks as well in the game, daily quests. We're gonna put in competitions where we say like, okay, hey guys, anyone without CPO can get into the game, and we're gonna host a tournament of red light, green light, and the top 5 of the whole competition. It's a knockout phase. They win this much tokens, and by doing all the tasks you have every day, you get CPO tokens from the ecosystem. So that way people can earn, but also like if you have like a basis of CPO, it's a little bit like real life, and you find like we don't have a centralized marketplace, for example. And a lot of people were like, but why wouldn't you put a centralized marketplace in? Because we want to incentivize people to go out into the tower and venture.
Wait,
so
with each other.
Yeah, so if you know, like if you go to a website and you know, like, okay, this couch is in as a quantity of 10 and it goes for like this amount of tokens, like we want to incentivize people to go out into the tower and really find other people like, hey, I'm looking for, like we had in with the old days in RuneScape, like want to buy blah blah blah, want to sell this, like you go to the Discord, you're actively trying to meet up with people, and we want to incentivize those people who made like CPO tokens. We're like, okay, I have 5,000 CPO tokens now. I'm going to buy that chair, and I'm going to try to flip it for 20 more. Like we want to get the hustlers, like the people who actually like to work their way up to riches, give them the opportunity. And also what we're actively working on for after full game launch. So every quarter, we're going to have a huge update with new public places, new mini games, etc., etc. What we're actively working on right now for after full game launch is user generated content. That is going to be huge for us as well. I'm actively now seeking collaborations with, like, for example, artists who make art, musicians, etc., who are going to offer their stuff in our game, for example. But also you could start your own, let's say, I don't know, interior decorating store where people can come to you like, oh man, my room looks like crap. I wanna compete in the room design competition and win that statue or win that amount of CPO. Can you help me? You ask for a fee, you help them. You could become a fucking tattoo artist. You can maybe even make your own little casino like we did back in the day in Habbo Hotel. Like that is how, like, you can make money in so many different ways because it's like a simulation of how life in such a tower would be.
Nice, that's awesome. I would make definitely a chair dance competition or
yeah. Those were always rigged. The house always wins.
Yes, yeah. I feel some nostalgic feelings here. But yeah, that's cool. I really love the ideas and the visions, and like it's endless, right? There are so much possibilities in that, and you really can give the people also a chance to really feel part of the community, right, and of the game. Yeah. And I think that's what games like Habbo Tower or RuneScape made so strong, right? Really, you're part of something, right?
Definitely.
So that's awesome. I'm getting very excited to check it out for sure. So yeah, how it looks like, we saw this in the intro, right? That's how it's kind of gonna look like. Or do you have...
Kinda.
Do you have like a demo or a demo or like a gameplay kind of thing where you can show a bit, or?
We have got screenshots, so we've got I can't show gameplay yet because my head of studio would be really mad at me because he feels like it's not ready to show yet, right? Like these game developers are even like artists with paint, like
a sneak peek here at Unix, Gavin.
I mean, I could probably show you some. I have to check if I can access it from this computer. Let me check if I can access it from this computer.
Sure.
Because of course I can show you some screenshots and stuff like that. That's not an issue. I don't know. I don't think my man Niels is gonna love me for doing this, but you know what? Why not? Why not, guys?
Why not?
So I can show you some screenshots of how stuff is gonna look. I think that's okay.
That's
I need to log in on everything. Like this is normally just our streaming setup, so I'm not logged into anything here. So I just I have to check everything. Bear with me, please. There we go.
Sure. Yeah, we can continue while you find finding all the juicy content pieces. So okay. Next to that, people can obviously earn the tokens by playing and by being active and everything. And of course, you're gonna have gamers who want to earn tokens, and of course, you're gonna have investors as well. We're looking for the long-term growth of the token, of the price. So can you tell a bit more about that, about the tokenomics? How are you gonna keep the price stable? How are you gonna keep the price not from falling down? It's like a burning mechanism, or can you tell a bit more about that?
Yeah, so of course there is, we have a burn mechanism. So I think from every cell, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not the tokenomics master, but I think a percent of that goes to get burned, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think 1% is getting burned. But on the other hand, like we also had people saying like, but why do you burn? Because that means there's going to be an end to this game, but like that's going to be in so many years that nobody's going to play it either way. So that is what we have in place for. Wait, I'm very bad at doing two things at once. Bear with me, Andre.
Sure.
I'm one of those people who says what they read. So I'm trying to not say what I read right now.
Okay.
For example, like the chart has been with the biggest thing we've learned from this is we were the first incubation on GameZone, and because we were the first incubation, we launched our token early in the sense of like I know a lot of these projects, a lot of gaming projects did it like where they launched the token and like the game comes a year or two later, for example. That is something that I wouldn't do again, because our chart has been steadily going down, looking for a floor. I myself, I'm not too worried about it. I understand that some of like our investors are, but I strongly believe in the fact that once we have utility, then I'm gonna, like, I come from a marketing background. It doesn't make sense to me to burn $100,000 per month on marketing just to keep a chart up, just to keep people from being like, why chart low? When Lambo? Why chart low? Like for us, like I come from marketing, like if you don't have a project yet, then why would you do marketing, right? So for us, like we've learned that we need to be more cautious with like the time between the token launch and when you have something playable. But the tokenomics on itself, like the deflationary, like it is deflationary. And how are we going to keep the chart up? Well, once we have utility, we strongly believe that we have a game that is of a quality that it can really compete with the top crypto games out there from this year on. And that is going to keep our chart up. And of course, combine that with my knowledge and my business partners' knowledge on creating deals with real life brands. We want to keep it in the front of people's head by creating cool collaborations with real brands. So cool collaborations with like it could be a clothing brand, it could be maybe even can get models of cars in later on. Like we have a lot of context up for the grabs there. And I think like what is going to keep our chart stable once we have utility is the fact that we want to focus our efforts on the traditional gaming space. So people who are not really into crypto yet, because that is a huge untapped audience.
For sure.
Yeah, and we think that we have the power and we have the game to get people interested in crypto and see the power of NFTs and see like, wow, I can actually, like what boggles my mind is that, for example, FIFA Ultimate Team, right? I've also spent a lot of cash on that when I was a bit younger. It boggles my mind that there's no possibility if I pack a Ronaldo or a Messi that I can sell it back to the market and convert that into real money. And once people start seeing that crypto gaming is not just a cash grab, it's not like people want to get rich quick, then people are going to open their eyes and be like, shit, if we can have the same game but on the blockchain and I can make cash out of it, like that is our whole shtick. We want to get the traditional gamers in. The crypto enthusiasts are always going to be looking out for, like, we can have the best tokenomics, we can have a token that is like wow, but like crypto enthusiasts are always looking for the next big thing. They're always looking for the new Axie or the new whatever, the new Decentraland sandbox. They don't really care about you or your project that much, like normally. Of course you have outliers, but we all know these people. We've seen all these people on Telegram. When Lambo, why Dip? And there's nothing wrong with it, but that's why we are focusing on people who are actually gonna fall in love with the game and don't really care that much about the token.
I feel you, and you're completely right with that. The majority, right? Like in the end, which is check-in and Telegram groups. Right now, the whole market is a bit down, right? It's like our Unix token is and we still have been doing marketing. Of course, we're not hardcore doing marketing, but like in the end, also like so many projects have been building. You guys have been building. You guys like are doing so much in the back end, and so many projects are doing so much in the back end. And that's not straight away seeable in the token price, but like for me, and if you're here as well, if you're invested in Cryptopolis in a token in us or in any other game, like do your research, right? check the team, check who's behind it, check their vision, and if you trust it, like come to the moment that you trust it and you invest or you keep up to date and believe in it, right? And there are so many projects going to come out, and eventually if it's going to be a good game and if it's going to give utility and more people are going to come, it will come, right? And another thing, what you said as well, that you're going to do it like free to play, that people can join, and if it's a good game, and also people who start to play the game and don't know even about blockchain, then will get into blockchain. So I think play to earn is going to be one of the biggest catalysts of really getting people into the blockchain, because right now so many games are getting developed, and also some cool games going to get developed, and more and more is going to get out this year, and of course people are going to play that. If it's an awesome game and it's on the blockchain, that will also show the blockchain part, right? So that's also getting mass adoption for the blockchain, for the crypto and NFTs.
I couldn't have said it better, man. Couldn't have said it better. Amen.
No, yeah, and I like that. I like that a lot. So I appreciate you sharing that. So,
Okay, I have some screenshots for you,
please.
but I need to share my screen. I don't know if the stream is ready for that, if that even works. Oh, I guess you. Oh, that was quick. Oh, you guys are on your stuff.
In-house ghost.
Okay, so the only reason why I'm doing this is because I really like the first talks we had with Unix. I want this to be known because this is all very behind the scenes. It's all very work in progress. And I just love that Unix, you guys have only been good to us from the beginning. So let's give you a little sneak peek before.
Some exclusive sneak peek. That's awesome.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm sharing the screen. Okay, and I'll give you 2 minutes. So this is something that only I think Andri can see and me now.
Only I can see it. It's like a Wii. It's like a bit like a Wii character, huh?
Someone else actually said that. Yeah, someone else actually said that. So I'll just keep this one up for now, just to make sure that the stream can see also in a little bit. But what I'm going to show you is this is from our Slack channel. So we work in Slack because we have developers all over the world. We have people in Finland, we have people in South Africa, we have people in the US. We have, for example, Robin who works on our team who also did stuff for Rick and Morty, the Simpsons games, the Walking Dead games. We have people who worked, like I said, on Subway Surfer.
I see a mix of those things for sure.
Yeah. Of course, like we wanted to make at first we wanted to make a very realistic looking game, but if you're gonna be on browser only, that's pretty much impossible right now with like all the whole optimization thing. So we went for a more cartoony style of things. I think it's on the screen now, right?
Yes, we can see it.
I'm good to go. Thank you. But yeah, this is like a character. We have a few characters we had to do for our new website. We're redoing the whole website for Cryptopolis, so we needed to have a few of the characters ready to roll already.
Cool.
Let's see what I can share.
When they make an account, they can completely adjust their character and
completely 100%. Yeah. Oh, this is a bit new, maybe. Sorry, chat. Sorry, stream, if this is riling you up just before the weekend. But this is some stuff that we're working on behind the scenes. This is some of the skills we're working on behind the scenes. Cool. So as you can see, like these skills are going to help you in your tower life, so to say. I can't share too much yet, but you can have
NFTs, for example, where you are like more buffed and for example. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
More points, for example, with good NFTs.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're working on getting we need to have a ton of objects in, of course. So this is a model without textures yet. This is from Tiago, who's a very talented artist of us from Portugal. So this is going to be one of my favorite places to hang out.
We're gonna have a pool on the rooftop as well, or
I mean, hey, Andri, if you can make it to the top of the tower, man,
I'm gonna be chilling in the pool all day.
So the guys are doing and the girls are doing some the poses stuff. They're researching right now what's the best poses for the character creation screen. Let's do a little further. I mean, what do you think this is gonna be? In
sounds like a nice bar, like a nice lounge bar.
Yeah.
And a casino.
Quite right.
Casino kind of vibes also.
This is gonna be a bar restaurant. That's the whole kitchen area. They're also already working on texturing it. Casino. So we want to stay away a bit from the gambling side ourselves. Yes. Because it can make your life very hard. So this is one of our old characters and then modeled into a character that is going to be in the game. Some of the Binance items. So this is how we do our concept art. So we have Katarina. She's one of our concept artists, and she makes all of this.
Looks very professional for sure.
Yeah, she's so good at her work. We love having our team and our dev team is just. It's awesome. It's awesome to see them work. It's a privilege for us as well as boarders to see fuck, they're making such cool stuff. So this is part of the Enigma drop we're going to do on Binance. This is going to be the opening up mechanics. This is all work in progress, guys, of course. So subject to change always. This is one of the packs. It really gives me a little bit of the older day Pokemon vibes. That is what we were going for. Have a pack of cards. You don't know what's going to be in there. If you're going to pack a legendary, that's there's always the chance. So yeah, this is some of the stuff they are working on very hard right now. And like I said, like most of this has not been shown yet. So
some very exclusive sneak peeks of what's
it's very exclusive. It's all work in progress. I can probably show you a little bit more finalized stuff like in game. I'm looking through all these things. No idea what this is. A couch. Also very important to have. Some of the customization screens we're working on right now. So you can see like a little bit of like the Sims vibe, right? Like with the customization of your character and the skill trees you have, and just like the objects and customization of the objects. Let me see if I can find like a room or like something that looks more like a room. Putting myself on the spot here, but it's fun to do these kind of things every now and then. So
I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, all good. So this is one of the rooms you can buy higher up in the tower. So this is going to be a room where you have to pay for, right? Like this is a little bit nicer. The first room you get in our tower, you get for free, but it's in the basement. It's not good. The heating system doesn't always work. We try to do, but you know, not a lot of people come in the basement that often. So you want to get out there as soon as possible. You can unlock these kind of apartments, and with the tokens you earn and you've played for, you can buy these apartments and they are yours. You can decorate them. You can do anything you want with them. Maybe you could even get a few of these apartments and rent some out to people who can't really pay the upfront, right? So you can see.
You really want to create like a kind of like real life economy within this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like for us, like what's really fun is the fact that we can give something to the community and be like, okay, hey guys, here you have a world you can play in, and just see how it unfolds. So how the economy is gonna work, what is gonna be very expensive and whatnot. Like we have no say in that. Once we have offered it to the community, it's off to the races for the community. Like if they decide like a legendary is worth Jack S, then it's not worth anything. If they say this plan, because it gives a multiplier of that and that, is worth a lot, then it's worth a lot. Like it's open, like we don't control it.
I got it. That's pretty cool. Pretty impressed of everything.
Thanks, man.
I've been showing and what I've been seeing here so far.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That's all I can share for now, though.
Yes. I won't go deeper. I won't go deeper in that. No. Thanks a lot for sharing everything. Like it was a very exclusive sneak peek of Cryptopolis. So thanks a lot again, Leroy, for sharing that on this AMA with Unix with us. Yes, next to everything you've shared, you also like I want to get a bit deeper about the Binance NFT drop as well. I think that's coming pretty soon, right?
Yeah, so we're aiming to do the drop itself end of this month, beginning of next month. We are now in the process of deploying everything to the mainnet. So our blockchain developers are working with them to get everything done, everything ready. Like Binance NFT has been nothing but nice and fun to work with. That's very cool because we have experienced differently in the crypto space before. So what we're trying to do, we made a completely different series from anything else. So the Enigma series that we're dropping on their marketplace. You can buy the booster packs once we're live. You can buy them for BUSD or BNB. And we are going to have the pack opening mechanic. So we just gave you a little sneak peek of that, how that's going to look. Those are coming, I think, the second or third week of February, if I'm not mistaken. So let's say, for example, like all these packs are labeled. So I'm gonna try and buy, of course, some as well, because I would love to have my own packs. If you have let's say number one of the series, I would say don't open it. Of course, like it's number one, it's gonna be a special pack. You want to keep that. I mean, if I knew what Pokemon cards were gonna be worth now, believe me, I would have still had my holographic Charizard right now. So it's the same for us. Like it's gonna be completely integrated into the game. So all the booster packs you buy on Binance NFT, all the objects, so all the individual cards are gonna be. If you link your wallet in the game, you can use it in your inventory. You can place it in your room. You can trade it in the game or on Binance NFT. And for now, for the coming time, we're gonna be exclusively on Binance NFT.
Awesome. Cool. For how much you'll be able to mint them?
If I am not mistaken, we are listing them for, I think we're going to have 3 rarities. So 3 pack rarities. You have the common packs, and the common packs still have a percentage chance that there's going to be legendary in it. So it doesn't mean like if you buy a common, it's gonna, I think the common pack is going for 40 BUSD. And then you have the rare pack. The rare pack is, I think, going for 60. And then we have like the ultra rare pack that's going for 80. So we try to keep prices like reasonable to keep it accessible for everyone and anyone. And that is like, once we have the pack opening mechanics, you have all the individual cards and you can also buy and sell them on Binance NFT. So we are expecting quite of an activity spike once we have the openings and people can actually like go on Discord and Telegram and be like, oh, hey man, I've got a legendary, who wants to buy it? And let the community speculate a little bit on what the legendary thing is gonna do in the game. Like, we're not gonna give too much info yet. We want to incline people to what do you think this legendary card will do in the game? Hey,
all right,
we don't know yet.
So it's gonna be like skills and what you said, like with the toilet, for example, that you like don't need to go back to your room, for example, to take a pee, so you can keep playing the mini game.
For example, yeah.
It's gonna be things like that, or also gonna be like a couch or like inventory.
Every object has utility in the game. So if you buy a card on Binance NFT, once the full game comes out, let's say you have a faux leather couch, right? And it's a legendary, for example, that if you go sit on that couch or you have visitors over, so like Andre, I'm coming to your penthouse because you have some NFT that I would like to have, and we're just talking in the game a little bit. I'm sitting on your couch. I see my prestige. So prestige for us is like the fancy word for experience, XP. We call it prestige in game. Your prestige multiplier goes up by 10 because your comfort is out of the roof. That legendary couch is it is nice. So you have like a buff for a certain amount of time, for like, let's say an hour, and everything you do in the game in that hour. So let's say you play a mini game, gives you ×5 prestige, for example. So everything is bound to your needs or your skill system. Let's say you use a legendary, a legendary bench press. So your fitness skill goes up way quicker because it's way nicer equipment. And that fitness skill is going to give you a little bit of an edge in some of the mini games where, like, let's say red light, green light, where you have to be quick and stop quick, right? With your agility, stuff like that. So it all, like, a legendary is not just legendary because we tell you it's legendary, it's actually giving you extra buff. So I would love to see like the wealthiest cryptopians in our game like have a room or apartment full of legendaries and awesome art that is going to give, like, a room could give you a total multiplier as well. So if you have a room full of legendary NFTs, just being in that room gives you prestige quicker. Of course, you can't, like, I can't just go, if my neighbor is very, very rich, I just can't go into his room constantly, be like, I'm just going to chill here for a bit and get more XP. Like, of course, there's a debuff on it as well. But we had some very smart people who worked on stuff like Magic the Gathering, on the whole mathematics on that. They also thought about our system really well and make sure that it's balanced.
Interesting. Yeah, it sounds like you guys have a lot of good stuff going on, and a good team behind who can develop all of this and create something amazing. I'm very impressed. Still very impressed. Very excited to see what's going to happen and how it's gonna look like, and the game itself. So I'm definitely gonna check. I'm definitely gonna get some packs as well. Not gonna sell them.
Of course. Thank you, Andre, man. Thank you.
Sure. So yeah, like what awaits the future? So what's like the 2, 3, 4, 5 year vision or anything? Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. So for us, like I said, Cryptopolis is a gaming as a service. So we're approaching it as that. So we want Cryptopolis to still be relevant and still be big in the space in 5 years. For us as a company, so CFX Gaming, we want to be one of the first studios in the world who is going to bring a AAA game to the blockchain. That is like our long-term vision. We really take this seriously. Like, we really think we can build a legacy here and propel this crypto gaming space into like new levels of quality, new heights. And that is like, we are laser focused on bringing that quality. Of course, we all want to make money. like everyone needs money to becoming a father for the first time this year. So of course I now have a thanks. Yeah, I have a different motivation now. Of course, we all want money, but for me, legacy is way more important for the rest of the board as well. So I want to be the guy that is hopefully, of course, if I can, when I'm 70, look back on my life with the rest of the board and be like, we really changed something positive in the world of gaming. Yeah. So that is our. I think Cryptopolis is gonna be our first like real, push for that and be like, guys, no. Fuck all the scams. We want to overshadow all the scams with just quality stuff and create great partnerships with like people like yourself, like Unix Gaming, who are actually like in the space to make something really cool and who are actually about quality. That is our 5-year plan. In 5 years, we want to be developing the first AAA game on the blockchain, completely independent, no big publishers behind us, just our willpower and our talent working on that together with partners like Unix Gaming.
I love it. I love the vision. I love your enthusiasm and your fire when you speak about it. So appreciate that. It should definitely be it should definitely be more it's a rare to see this passion, rare to like really this vision and really want to create this legacy. I've been talking, of course, with a lot of games. A lot of games have also great visions. Everything. It's I feel great energy from you. I just want to share that, Leroy.
Thanks, Andre. Likewise, like I said, it's for us. I don't really do AMAs a lot anymore, honestly, because most of the time they feel like a waste of time. Normally, I just have a very few, and like Unix has been nothing but good to us from the beginning. I really love the vibe you guys give, and we really feel that you guys also really care about your community and their well-being and whatever you guys are building. So for us, it makes a lot of sense if we have that 5-year vision. I think a lot of these projects don't really have a 5-year vision, right? They're like, okay, in 5 years, I want to have 2 Lambos, a pool. That is for most of, I hate to say it, but it's
Cryptopolis.
Yeah, but for most of these projects, that is the actual 5-year vision. But we have been already we are established entrepreneurs. We don't need to do it for the money. For us, it's legacy, and we want to surround ourselves with people who are the same. If we want to have a lot of money, we wouldn't put it in an office like this and giving everyone 2 Dell Ultra Sharps, because we could have done cheaper than that. That one still hurt a little bit though, if I look around me, but whatever. But we're actually we're here to for the long term. And the crypto market can be down, it can be up. We don't care. If you have good partners around you, there's always room for growth. And I'm just hyped. I'm very hyped to be in the space.
Yeah, I see it. No, it's exciting times for sure. And a lot of development and everything, especially in the phase right now where you are every day new things are coming, and it's very exciting. Same for us, exciting times. I've been going over a lot of things. What I want to know, maybe I missed something still from the game, some things you still want to share, or maybe about NFTs or the tokenomics or anything else you'd like to share.
No, I think we've talked about a lot of stuff that can be valuable for your community and for the people that follow us. I think most of the things, that the basic stuff that you want to know, you can find it in our white paper. You can find it on our website, right? So don't want to be going over all the basic stuff. You can find that. For us, these AMAs are more to go in depth, and you ask great questions to go in depth. So I think we've covered most bases. Yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate that, Leroy. So. I think my questions, I've handled as well. Everything, I'm gonna contact you as well. If I have any questions, then I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna spam you around. Anyway,
always welcome.
But yes, as I said, for everyone who stick to the end of the AMA, in the meantime, there has been some questions going on from the community that have been written down here by our amazing assistant Remy. So I've got a list here with questions, and we'd like to go over some questions, and from those questions we're gonna have 6 winners. We're gonna get $25. Also, thanks a lot for this giveaway. Appreciate it.
Let's do it.
So yes, let's do it. So yes, I got here a question of Vero. He's asking, does a more expensive NFT pack mean more rare cards, or is it possible to pull a gem from a common pack? I think you mentioned it already, but
Yeah. So you can literally pull, like, to put it in Pokemon perspective, because it's easier for me because I had like these decks when I was younger. Like you can get a common pack and still get a holographic. Like it's a possibility. Of course, the percentage chance is a bit lower, but you can still, like, it's possible. But it's also possible you get an ultra rare pack and you don't get anything like really exciting. Like there's no guarantees. It's just you increase the chances, right? And for us, that is like part of the excitement. Like a few years back, I still played Rainbow Six Siege, for example, and you had like the same thing. You had like a black ice skin that was like that was the thing. And you were opening the pack constantly, like, oh shit, I hope that's in there. And we want to create that excitement again for like adults now.
That's cool. Yeah, you put a lot of nostalgic feelings all together into one.
I'll see you in Habbo Hotel in a few hours, Andre.
Let's go to the pool.
Pool is closed.
Dang. Again. All right, thanks. So yes, with the cards, even in the common packs, you can get very exclusive things, and it's all percentage. So the more rare pack you get, the higher percentage there are to get very exclusive things. So Jamie, I've invested in the project already. How can I convince my friends who have paper hands to hodl?
You can't. I'm sorry, Jamie. You can't. Like people who are like, we've seen it as well. Like we haven't spent any money on marketing for the last, I think, 2 or 3 months. So our chart is going down, trying to find a floor. And now the current market, of course, isn't helping as well. Oh, I think my iPhone is talking to me. Shut up, Siri. Shut up. They're always listening. But we've seen the same, like in our channels, like people like, why is it going down? Like, and I want to urge people, if they don't understand that we are actually building like a complex big game here, then don't hold. Like if that's not what you're in our project for, and if it's not because you believe in our team or you believe in our vision, then you shouldn't hold. Like, and so don't try to convince your friends to hold. If they will come back and you will laugh in their faces for the amount they are going to buy back at. So just let them go. We are not too worried about it, and you shouldn't be.
I like that. Good answer, Leroy. All right. Prodigy is asking, how do you work your way up, and what benefits does that bring you?
So of course, like working your way up through the tower is gonna ensure that you get bigger apartments, you get access to more exclusive public spaces, for example, but you also get like exclusive access to, let's say, NFT drops with brands we're gonna do in the future. So we have a few lined up already that we're working on right now. You get exclusivity, right? It's like, I don't know if you guys have seen the series or the movie Snowpiercer. It's like you have like the back of the train where like the normal folks, and they have like the front of the train. That's where like the elite are. And that is, it's a little bit of the same model. Like if you're higher up in the tower, you get more exclusive stuff, but you also get more access to more exclusive stuff. So more opportunities to make money. So it's all a bit of like, let's say your inventory isn't infinite. Right. So if you have bigger apartments, you have more room to store your NFTs.
For sure. Gotcha.
And also, like if you bring a girl to your apartment, it needs to have a jacuzzi, or a boy, or It needs to have like the nice view, of course, over the city. And
you don't want to bring the person to the basement, of course.
I mean, you can, but she or he really has to like you for your personality.
Otherwise freeze up in the basement. All right. Thanks for sharing that. Next we got from Faxella. When will the game be released? There are some things you have been already mentioned, but it's like
no problem. We'll just respond and do it again now. So the first public alpha, we're aiming now for June. And we are on track to do that. Before June, we're going to have modules we're going to open up, but it's going to be timed events. So we have some stuff in the works with like artists where we're going to do AMAs with them in, let's say, the lobby or in the theater. Then we're going to open up the theater for a certain amount of time, and you can get in the theater already, and we can all hang out there. So we're going to do some cool events before the public alpha. And of course, we're going to have closed alpha testing as well. And that is for our community, our holders, and of course, holders of the Game Zone staking community. And the Unix community.
And the Unix community, of course. Hey. All right. Thanks for sharing that again. We got here from Cedric. He's asking, how do we get free CPO tokens as a free-to-play player in order to join the mini events in the Wager lobbies? Or is it possible to get a CPO token in the first place as a free-to-play player?
It is, yeah, it is definitely possible. It's by doing daily quests. It's by leveling up your character. We have certain incentives in the game where you can get free CPO. So for example, chess is also going to be a game that is going to be available in our tower. You have to play against an AI for the first time, because the AI is he lives in a library it's in the public space, and if you're going to play on his board, he wants to know if you're any good before you can play against your friends. If you win the game against him, you get free CPO, for example. If you do a quest for, let's say, the tower concierge, he needs something. He needs, like, I don't know, it could be anything. He needs you to fetch something from the library for him. He will probably reward you with some CPO and some prestige increase. So as a free-to-play player, you get CPO tokens, definitely.
Gotcha. Appreciate you sharing that. How will you integrate character stats on social game of our Artsy?
So how do we integrate it, you mean, right?
Yeah, he's asking how will you integrate the character stats?
It's a difficult question, because how do you integrate it? Yeah, by building the code, of course. I think he means, like, how is it gonna affect the gameplay, I think.
Yeah. It's a very, I don't super understand the question either.
Yeah, I think if like I can answer, like, how do you gonna integrate it? Well, it's integrated in the sense of that every skill you have is gonna have an impact on how you play the game. So for example, your handiness.
I think that's the right way to answer. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's say your fitness or your handiness, like if your character, if you focus a lot on, like, working on a workbench and doing, like, building stuff or decorating stuff, that's gonna up your handiness skill. But that's also gonna, like, decrease the time you need to, let's say, repair furniture or make new NFT in the game, because you are a carpenter, for example. If you're very into fitness and your character is very lean and agile and strong, you might have a little bit of an edge in some of the mini games. Like, your character might run a little faster than someone who doesn't put their time in the gym. Just like real life, how it integrates. If I now do push-ups every morning, I'll probably do more push-ups than you if you're untrained, right?
For sure. Okay, gotcha. All right, the next question from Roxanne. She is asking, will the room design tool grid based like The Sims?
Yep.
Like, as we saw, very looks like The Sims.
Yeah, and like the mechanics are also pretty much the same as The Sims. So you can rotate your furniture, you can place it in a grid system like in The Sims, and you can let your creativity run wild on how you decorate your apartments.
Awesome. The next one is from Piagello. Is there gonna be voice chat feature in the future, or is everything gonna be chat based?
Yeah, so we have been speaking about this and talking about this for quite some time. We're going to keep it chat based. And the reason is actually pretty simple. Because it's a social game, people are going to be hot micing constantly. And I think it's very annoying if you go into a public space with like 60 players and you have one guy just like breathing in your ear. You hear someone playing Fortnite in the background. Someone's mom is screaming at them. Someone is saying racial slurs. Like, it's very... like, you're not going to be able to control that, like contain that. With text, is way more containable. So we've thought about voice chat, but in a game like ours, it's the same like a game like New World or World of Warcraft. You don't want to have people hot micing constantly and like
be a mess. Yeah.
It's gonna be you're gonna get into the game and immediately close off and never come back again.
Like screaming kids. Yeah. I understand. Thanks for that. We got another one from Glenn. Is there any possibility of making an NFT avatar that looks like yourself, or like any face scam mechanism? It can be more exciting to play, imagining you are one of the players.
I 100% agree with him. It would be way more exciting to like play as yourself. So it's something we're actively looking into. I've been in talks with some companies who could help us realize that, or you could 3D scan through like an app and you can put that as a texture on your face or whatever. Like we are looking into that, but it's something we're gonna do after full game launch. We want to make sure that the game now first is solid, and then we want to add these flavors like Glenn here just said. But like I said, like we've been actively looking at that as well. So it's a very good suggestion. Thank you for that.
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool as well. Like the Sims thing also goes very in depth, right? With everything. All right. So John, he's asking Cryptopolis.
Cryptopolis. Cryptopolis, whatever you want, man.
Cryptopolis.
It's just not. We're not the crypto police. People need to understand. We're not police.
All right. Cryptopolis will make a new economy within a game. Can players do crimes, or will the system allow that kind of actions like scams and theft?
I mean, they could. And this is something that we have been discussing as well in the leads chats every now and then. Like, how deep are we gonna let them go? Like, is it something like, do we want to have control over it a little bit at least?
Hard to
and it's also
get fully control over it, right? If you're smart and you figure something out to like trade something not worthy to something very worthy or whatever.
I mean, like I said, of course we want to have some control so that people are not gonna be like scamming other people constantly, right? Like, but in the end of the day, like, it's a game for adults. Like, do your own research also a little bit in game. If someone is trying to sell you something and you're not sure if it's worth that, make sure you do your due diligence, right? Like, we're not gonna be babysitting you, or like in Habbo, it has a societal function in the sense of like, okay, there's
moderators as well in those rooms.
Yeah.
Checking, yeah.
So of course, like in Habbo is completely like kid focused, right? Like it's focused on kids. Nowadays it isn't anymore because kids moved on from it, and it's just mostly just a mixed bag of people. But we're focusing on adults here, so we're not gonna moderate everything. And if you call someone I don't know, a cunt, we're not gonna be like, hey, you said a bad word, you cannot do that. If someone says like, he scammed me for this and this, of course if someone keeps coming up in our report system, we're gonna have to have a conversation, right? And get like the Cryptopolis mafia after them in the tower. But like at the end of the day, like, can they do theft? It's not something we've actively looked into, but it would be a cool update, like the crime update.
The crime. So you're not going to be the crypto police in Cryptopolis.
No. That's why I said like don't say we're the police, because we're not going to be like actively like. Of course, we're going to have support teams. We're going to have moderators around events as well, and we want to make sure that it's a safe environment for everyone. And there's no like racism is something that we're very passionate about, that we don't want to have in the game, and we want to make sure that everyone is okay and Gucci. But if you want to make like a racial joke or like some dark humor, hey man, we're all adults here, and if you don't like it, then go to another room, find new friends in the tower. But
go to the basement.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got a last question here from Franz. He's saying Unix focus on community. We even have a learn to earn program. Would love to see Unix having their own space in the tower.
Hey, if you guys can come up with a great idea, hey, I'm open. We are open to getting a Unix hub down where, but then we need to talk with our developers for a mechanism that people need to have like a proof of entrance, in the sense of, hey, I'm with Unix, I have the token, or I'm part of their community, and only those people can come into the public space. Hey, let's get together about that, guys. I'm happy to talk.
Awesome. That would be super cool for sure. Awesome. We just got the last question. It's like someone asking if you're Leroy Jenkins from World of Warcraft.
I get this so much, man. I had a call with a very like a huge brand, like Fortune 500 brand, a few weeks ago, and the CEO was, I think he was in his 60s, early 60s. He was like, "Have you ever heard of a fella named Leroy Jenkins?" And he was so proud that he knew that internet knew like the fucking thing for years ago. I was like, yes, sir. I do know it. I hear it a lot. And but I can confirm now that it's not me. I do have ADHD. I make a lot of bad decisions like Leroy Jenkins did, but I cannot take credit for that one, Franz.
All right. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks a lot for answering the community and being so open and so transparent about everything. Thanks for everything. I think your guys are all ready to go party in the weekend behind you.
Oh yeah, it seems like they are ready to go for a beer. Yeah, downstairs in the restaurant. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Guys, at least make it look like you're working.
Nice.
Sorry, guys.
No, good
Sorry.
fives. Yeah, so we had the community questions, and yeah, from those community questions, we have like a nice spinning wheel from the. We're gonna guess the winners. The spinning wheel
Yeah.
gonna pick the winner. So here, the spinning wheel, please. Let's go for it. Let's roll it. Let's twist it.
Am I on the wheel?
Hey, Reiner, congratulations! You won $25.
Let's go.
Let's
Three
go.
beers
Let's go
tonight.
to the next one.
$25. That's quite a few beers on a Friday night. Yeah,
Not bad.
that's good.
We got Glenn.
Hey, Glenn,
Glenn boy. Hey.
the man with the question.
Party time. Next one. Jamie or Prodigy? Hey, Prodigy. Sorry, Jamie. $25. 3 to go. That's nice. I like the wheel.
Why is my name not on this? Oh wait, we're giving away the money. Ah, yeah. Okay, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Congratulations. You want just like your all filled up with your name. Yeah. Congratulations. $25. 2 more to go. Actually, almost everyone from this rat's gonna win. Cedric, congratulations. You also won $25. And now we have the last one.
Let's go.
Let's go. What's gonna be? RTZ. Congratulations, you won the last $25. Thank you very much, Leroy, for this $150 giveaway.
Of course, man.
It's definitely gonna be very happy with this. Yes, I think this was it then. I think you've shared everything you want to share so far. I had asked everything I want to ask. The community asked whatever they want to ask. If you want to stay up to date about everything what Cryptopolis has to offer, we want to like every news, everything, please go to their socials. All the links are going to be down below. Their Twitter, their Discord, their Telegram, everywhere. You can find them and they will share everything. Also, if you want to go deeper about the site or like the white paper and some details, maybe we missed something, you can check it in the white paper. And Leroy, you've been amazing. I love your energy. I love your spirit, your passion. And
Thanks, Henri.
Yes, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for giving us the time of day again and being amazing to us. Unix Gaming for the win. To the moon, guys.
To the moon. Ciao, ciao. Peace. All right.